Women are tired of being abused and mistreated, so they start a movement, 4B.
Let me correct you on everything you just said. A few Korean women started that movement, mostly teenage girls. And white women here in the States have hijacked it and taken it in a completely different direction, failing to realize it was only a minority of teenage girls in Korea who were doing it. You don't have to take my word for it. There are plenty of actual Korean women from Korea correcting them on this. More importantly, not a single man has responded to this by trying to justify abusing women. That's something they made up. If anything, men have responded by saying, screw it, soft guy era, drizzle drizzle. And that is basically just men acting like women have for the last 10 years in the dating game. Men saying that they are the prize and that women have to fight for them. Women have to pursue them. Women have to prove that they're worth dating. That is actually how men have responded. Drizzle drizzle. You see, any man can flex and pander to the lowest common denominator. It takes a very confident man to embrace his more feminine and softer side. I may not be the biggest guy, but I have been kickboxing for 15 years. And it never stopped me from enjoying flowers and growing roses. So I'm all prepared for the soft guy era. Drizzle drizzle. And for the record, women are as much of a danger to each other as men are. They're just less likely to go to jail for it. According to independent research by both the Domestic Violence Hotline and the CDC, hetero men are only slightly behind hetero women when it comes to reporting being the victim of domestic violence in the past. Now compare that with homosexuals, whereas gay men overall report the lowest rate, whereas lesbians are triple that of their heterosexual counterparts. In fact, lesbians only make up about 1 out of 10 women, but account for 1 out of 8 women who have claimed to be the victim of domestic violence in the past. And get off the hate bristle. This does not mean the majority of lesbians or a much larger percentage of lesbians are abusive. More than likely, the reason the abuse rate among lesbians is so high according to independent research is because, 1, unlike men, women are not shamed and laughed at when they come forward and speak on being the victim of domestic violence. And 2, women are less likely to be arrested and charged when they act violently towards other people. As such, when one victim leaves a violent woman, it's not hard for her to stay on the streets and find another one who's willing to take their place. Violent women stay on the streets looking for new victims. Violent men go to prison where they belong. So at the end of the day, guys are not bothered by the 4B movement. Drizzle drizzle.